Before we start, did the Bills make the right call firing Sean McDermott, or have they just hit the panic button? What do you think? I think that's like a fuck, get rid of him sort of thing.
I can see both sides of it. It is kind of a panic thing because they want to win. They don't want to hit the playoffs and get out. 6 or 7 years they've been to the playoffs and been injected in the first or second round. They haven't made it past the division round with Sean McDermott. Now, don't get me wrong, he's taken them there, but they can't seem to get past it.
They're a good team as well. The Bills are a good,
They are. I think
team.
they're a desperate need of some receiver help.
Yeah, 100%. Because Keon Coleman
isn't what he was supposed to be.
So hit and miss. I was hyped about him coming into the league, but he is not.
And you can understand. You can understand. Like last year, it's your rookie year. There's going to be things happen, but this year he should have been able to step up.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. I think I can't even make my own mind up. How can we ask the viewers to weigh in on this? I'm 50-50 on the fence about that situation. I still can't decide whether I think it was a right move or a wrong move for the Bills to get rid of him, just like that. But on the flip side of that, I was a bit like the same. I felt the same way about Matt LaFleur. So I don't know.
LaFleur's just signed his contract, hasn't
he? Yeah, 9 mil for 5 years. So he's getting 9 mil a year for 5 years.
Yeah, I think he needs to give up play calling.
100%.
Or at least most of it.
We've just lost our DC as well, our defensive coordinator, to who did I see? We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Welcome to Exleys on the NFL.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is Exleys on the NFL unfiltered UK style. And as always, let's get into it straight away with our top stories. And the Falcons hire Kevin Stefanski. He is obviously the former. Yeah, I kind of saw him going to the Titans, if I'm totally honest.
I thought Titans or Falcons, but I kind of saw him going to the Falcons.
I mean,
I don't know why. It just felt like the right fit for him if he was going to get another head coaching job. I wasn't 100% on him being a head coach, but I figured if he was going to be a head coach, it would be Titans or Falcons.
I feel like sometimes the step back for them is a good way to go. Do you know what I mean? What was he before? I think he was a OC, so maybe step back into a DC with a different team, obviously. Step back into a DC, then they've got both sides of it when they come back up. Obviously, the Falcons are desperate. They will take the best fit for them.
I think part of the problem for Kevin Stefanski in the Browns organisation, though, was the players he was given. I mean, Deshaun Watson, that was a complete failure. And the amount of money they guaranteed him from the start of that contract screwed the organisation.
Yeah, and
that was a lot of dead money that they couldn't do anything with. So they were desperately then scrambling to find anybody they could in the draft.
Yeah.
But they couldn't get anyone very good. They didn't ever end up with a number one pick, realistically, that was of any use.
And now the next head coach to go to the Browns is going to have to try and work some juicy magic and sort that out for them.
Yeah, I think Shadul might be. I don't know if he's their long-term answer, but in the interim, he seemed like he could at least provide competition in training camp for whoever they get.
Yeah, I would like to see... Oh, I just broke some Lego. I would like to see the Browns actually make some moves, get somewhere decent. I would like to see if Shador Sanders plays better or they bring Dylan Gabriel in and he plays better. Because I think it's a true test for the head coach when he goes to another team, whether that team does well and whether the team he left does well as well. Was it him holding the Browns back or were the Browns holding him back? Do you know what I mean? Same with the Jets. It's always been the same way, hasn't it?
Yeah, we were literally talking about this one earlier. Was it earlier or yesterday? I can't remember. But yeah, we were saying, like, because the Jets is a weird one, man. They've had so many bad years.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't seem to matter who's there at any position, essentially.
I don't think the Jets have seen the playoffs since 2010.
Something like
So,
that. It's like
yeah.
10 odd years.
We were talking about it on our football chat, and the American guy who plays for us said, I've got to find it. He said that the Jets haven't been good since. Oh, come on, where is it? Where are you? What? I can't find it. I think it was Mark Sanchez was the last time they. Last time they were a legit team was when Rex Ryan was with Sanchez. So that was. I looked it up. It was 2009 to 2014 or 2010 to 2014. He was with the Jets.
Yeah.
So they had that 4-year period where they were okay, but they haven't seen the playoffs since 2010.
It's crazy. Like,
Mhm.
if you want to feel bad for an organisation's fan base,
It's
them and the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even if the Cowboys make the playoffs, they're out in the first round, it seems.
Yeah, but it's the same for the Packers. It's
I don't know.
been that way for a few years.
You guys made me laugh and quite happy the other year because you guys had to play the Cowboys in the wild card, beat the Cowboys. You lost the next round, but you beat the Cowboys and knocked them straight out.
That was last year.
That was quite funny.
Anyway, Titans land Robert Saleh. The Titans are set to hire former owners DC Robert Saleh as their new head coach. And this is leading on from what we were just speaking about. He was with the Jets. The Jets done so bad. And then he's done actually quite well with the Niners defense, bar the game that they just lost.
To be fair, that's not all on him. They lost so many of their starters on defense to injury. You know, it's hard to... I mean, you look at the dominant defenses in the league, they had most of their good players through most of the season.
Mm-hmm.
The Niners have been missing some of their key pieces most of the season.
Yeah, it's not just defense, it's offense as well.
Yeah, they were one of the big injury-plagued teams this year. So, But I mean, what he did with what he had was quite impressive.
Let's see if he can do something juicy with the Titans and make them a contender for next year.
I think this will be interesting because the Jets let him go as a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
He went as a DC. Now he's going back to head coaching. I think this will either show it was the Jets that screwed him or he was a bad head coach. I think this could shine a light on it one way or the other, whether it was him or the Jets.
It's like last week it was just this head coach is fired, this head coach is fired. This week, all the head coaches that we said last week are fired, they seem to be just being picked up.
They're starting to get jobs.
Yeah, so Bills fire Sean McDermott. The Bills have fired head coach Sean McDermott after another postseason exit. Like, we've spoken about that. But they've promoted Brandon Beane, adding the title of President of Football Operations. He now oversees the whole organisation.
Yeah, because he's been promoted to GM, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so he's gonna be overseeing it and just reporting straight to ownership.
Yeah, which is
I don't know enough about Brandon Beane to say whether it's a good move or not.
I was literally just about to ask you that because I can't say I know anything about him. I mean,
no.
The Bills can only go up. Do you know what I mean? Next year
Surely.
could be their year. Yeah.
Surely they can only go up.
You got Josh Allen, who is clearly... Did you see his post-game interview?
I've seen clips across social media.
He was, like, gutted, like, proper heartbroken. You could see it. He was fighting back tears, and it means that much to him to be able to get there and then be knocked out. It must be a kick in the teeth.
Well, I think
it must be a kick in the teeth.
Got to be soul crushing at this point because of how many times he's been knocked out of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in that position.
At some point, you want to get to at least like the championship round.
Mm-hmm.
They make the AFC round at some point, but he hasn't been able to.
I don't think the Bills have ever won a Super Bowl.
I can't remember.
Let me look at it up now. The Buffalo Bills have never won a Super Bowl in franchise history. They have appeared in 4 Super Bowls. I couldn't tell you they are because I can't read Roman numerals.
Yeah, I struggle with that.
Yes. So, despite having like good, strong teams in the early 90s, blimey. But we could speak about that for hours because we both have the same sort of opinion. We're not sure how we feel about the Bills getting rid of Sean McDermott. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, as I say, Sean McDermott going, It'll be interesting to see who fills his spot. And then Brandon Beane, neither of us really know enough about him to know whether this is a good move or not. I would like to think it's a semi-good move because he was already in the organisation, so they already know him. So you would think, knowing him, they would know whether they think he's ready for the job or not.
Yeah, I agree. Do you want to take the next one?
Dolphins hire Jeff Hafley.
Meh.
They pick up the Packers DC as their next head coach.
Another defensive mind heading to Miami. It is an absolute nut buster for the Packers because he is, as a DC, he's amazing. He has helped put together one of the best defenses in the league. Obviously, this season we've been fucking riddled with injuries. Even when the offense isn't firing, defense are still like giving
There
it 110%.
was times when that's what kept it in the game.
So to lose someone like Jeff Hafley is a big fucking kick in the teeth. But I don't know who we're going to get next. Hopefully they can do something. And I just think the Dolphins have got a fucking brilliant head coach in Jeff Hafley, to be honest with you.
Interestingly, the DC being the one that got hired just made me realise it's a lot of offensive coaches that are on the open market this season.
Yeah.
Not
Yes.
so many defensive.
No, because not many offensive coaches have performed. Not many offenses have performed as well this season, I don't think. You look at the scores, they're
defenses
not...
are the starters this year, I would say. I mean, there's only a
100%.
few games where they sort of went over 35, 40 points.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sort of
it's
a
not
handful
been-
of games.
It's not been big scoring games this season, I don't think.
And when you consider there's 17... Each team plays 17 regular season games, and there's 32 teams. So that's a lot of offenses that haven't been running away with it. You know, it's mad to think about, really.
Yeah. I don't know. He could do something phenomenal with the Dolphins. He's just got to
The
get rid of
Dolphins
Tua.
aren't a bad team.
They've just got a shit quarterback.
Tua is not the one to lead that franchise, I'm afraid.
Not at all.
He's too concussion prone for a start.
Mm-hmm.
I think one more and he's drawing squiggles on the floor in crayon. I mean, let's be honest. So I don't know if they need to get him to compete in camp to prove he can do the job or just bring somebody else in and make him the backup.
Yeah.
Because he's had some good games.
He has had some really good games, and they've absolutely whooped some teams this season. But when they are shit, they are shit. Do you know what I mean?
He is very bipolar with his playing style. It's either really good or it's really bad.
Yeah, it's not one or the other. It's an okay game. It's I'm going to play fucking outstanding today, or I'm going to play absolutely diabolical today. And this season has been absolutely diabolical more than really good, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to almost, as I say, they need to get somebody else in. I don't know if they do what a lot of the other teams do and call up Joe Flacco, see what he's up to this season. I mean, everybody else has.
I'm sure Grandpa Rivers wouldn't mind coming in for a little bit.
He's got another 5 years of cover, so he'll be good for a while.
Mate, A-Rod, he is now a free agent.
I believe,
unless he retires, he's
so
a free agent. He done well for the Steelers this season. He could come and turn the Dolphins around, but we shall see. Azeez Al-Shaair is fined. Texans linebacker Azeez Al-Shaair has been fined $11,593 for wearing eye black with a message, "Stop the genocide."
Yeah, it's the league fined him for it because it's against the uniform rules. You can wear the eye black, but you're not allowed to have a personal message. Stephon Diggs got done for it a little while ago. I don't know if it was last season or the one before it, but he got done for it. The same thing.
It is.
So it's known that he was going to do it. I think he probably just accepted that fine.
It's not just that; it's a political message as well. And sports is not a political thing, and that's, mate. I don't even want to get into that sort of shit.
It's kind of the wrong time for it, but I can understand why he did it. Because where do you draw the line? So I understand why he did it because of it being such a big stage.
Yeah.
But I feel like he must have known this fine was coming.
Oh, 100%. He's not silly, is he? Not in the slightest. Do you want to take contract signings and extensions, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, there's not much, but the Eagles special teams coach, Michael Clay, agreed to a new deal, keeping him in Philly. I believe it was either a 3 or 4 year. I couldn't find any details on how long it is or how much it was worth, but I've heard it's 3 or 4 years at least.
Yeah, you guys have got a good special team there.
Yeah, the Packers and Matt LaFleur, obviously 5 years, $9 million a year.
He's worth the money, but he needs to
I
give
think
up
he does do. Yeah, he does do good work. I think he needs to switch to more management.
Yeah, he's
Manage
too
the
hands-on.
overall game.
Yeah, he's too hands-on in the fact that he calls the plays, which to me is not something he should be doing as a head coach. Nick Sirianni had that problem.
We said this the other day, didn't we? You know,
Yeah,
he had that
it's
problem.
not-
He gave it up, and all right, this year it hasn't worked with Ken Patullo. But I mean, you look at it before with Kellen Moore.
Mm-hmm.
The offense was far and amazing. They wound up in the Super Bowl. You know, it wasn't a perfect season offensively, but it was much better once Sirianni gave up. So I think
100%.
LaFleur needs to follow suit, find a good OC if he doesn't believe his current one, and hand the reins over.
Yeah, it's got to be why he does call the plays, because he feels like that they can't be trusted. Mate, I don't even know who the OC is. Do you know what I mean? That's how bad it is.
So
I knew Jeff Hafley and Matt LaFleur are the play callers. I don't even know who the OC is.
So they need to either fire him or demote him and bring in a new one.
Yeah. On to injuries. Mate, this is a bad one.
Bo Nix has fractured. It's not his ankle. It's not his whole ankle, but a bone in his ankle. It is going to require surgery. I believe he's having it today, I think, from what I heard. But he's out for the rest of the playoffs.
Imagine fracturing your ankle in the playoffs, and then you go on to the next round.
He played on it.
Did he really? Shit, I didn't realise that. I thought it was
late.
I
heard it was like at least 2 or 3 plays before the end. So he still played a few more plays at least.
Broncos have got a real tough QB sitting right there. You look at any other QB in the league would have been out.
You look at some of these QBs when they get hit by D linemen after they've thrown it, they get up and they're standing and looking for a flag and what have you.
Yeah.
He's just kind of getting up and seeing where the ball's gone and then just carrying on with the game for the most part. So they're looking quite good. But a funny thing I did see about it, Nick Foles tweeted about him knowing all about being a backup QB toward the Super Bowl. Don't always count them out. Nick Foles was a backup QB that year when they won the Super Bowl.
And they done the Philly special.
Yeah. At the same time, though, their backup QB hasn't played a snap throughout the regular season, apparently.
Mate, that is not something you want, is it?
No, that's not good news for him, really.
Oh, mate. Seahawks running back Zach Charbonnet suffered a season-ending ACL tear, will require surgery. It is also another one that goes on to the championship round. This season is just hard on the body.
Brutal. It's brutal.
It is brutal on the body. It is absolutely.
There's been quite a few
mental.
ACLs and all sorts this year.
Yeah. It's got to be something that is addressed. There are those new cleats out. They are. This is going to bug me. Unless I find it and say it, it's going to bug the crud out of me.
I can't call it a good thing. The only grace-saving thing for the Seahawks is that they have another good, fairly decent running back.
Yeah.
So they're not as reliant on him as Broncos are with Bo Nix.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it. Obviously, I've looked into cleats and stuff, wearing them, but there's Caddox cleats. I think they should be a staple across the NFL. So the studs of the cleats move slightly, so they don't get caught in the turf and stuff like that.
They signed a deal with Nike, didn't they, for uniforms and stuff?
But you're risking players' injuries. These cleats are supposed to reduce the risk.
Cleats are. I think there is a bit more leeway with cleats, but there's only so much you're allowed, only so many that you're allowed to wear and stuff.
Yeah, you got your brand deal. Did you see? This is random, but I seen a clip today that Myles Garrett was wearing. He wears cutter's gloves and Adidas cleats, but he had Jordan logos like heat pressed on top of them.
No.
Yeah, so there is rumours. We're not really in the rumours time, but because there wasn't anything. But I just remembered this right now that there's a rumour going around that Myles Garrett could actually be sponsored by Jordan heading into next season. It hasn't been announced yet, so it's not official. It's just a rumour.
I mean, Jordan are already big in football.
Big moves.
Hurts wear them.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts, Puka Nacua.
Because, as I say, the footwear, they're a bit more lenient. You can wear different brands to a certain degree and stuff.
Yeah, usually Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Jordan. But I think this Cadix do sponsor some players. But I think that technology should be available to everybody.
The big thing is it's going to take the NFL a while to test it with their safety tests and
there are some players that do wear it.
But I do think any technology like that helps the players should at least be considered by the league. Do you know what I mean?
100%. It's supposed to limit knee injuries and stuff like that.
You look at this season; they've started allowing players to wear the guardian cap over their helmets and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just takes a little while for them to realise that this is actually player safety issues that because they're addressing.
Not only have they got to look into what's causing it, they've got to look into how it can be lessened, and there's going to be all sorts of brands trying to sell their products, so they've got to look into all of them, see which ones are actually safe and which ones aren't, and it's going to take a while to test it and that.
Takes that time.
I wouldn't be surprised if they already know about it and they're already testing it themselves.
Yeah. Oh, it's got to be. I looked at getting a pair for me because it's supposed to limit ankle injuries, knee injuries like ACL tears and stuff like that, because the studs move and flex. You can't feel it when you're wearing them, but they move and flex. They don't get snagged in the turf and they don't get dug in the dirt and stuff like that. But, mate, I can't afford a pair of them. They're like £210. I've got 3 pairs of cleats, 2 pairs of Adidas and a pair of Nike, and the 3 of them together didn't cost that. Do you know what I mean?
It's insane.
I got Alpha Menaces and then friggin' Adizero Speed Electrics or whatever they are. The 3 pairs then didn't cost that.
Sports in general is expensive. I've got, 2, 4, 6 or 7 pairs of riding shoes for mountain biking. I've got 4 pairs of Adidas 510s. I buy them when they're on sale. Even then, they're still 30, 40 quid a pair.
Yeah.
And if you can find a really good sale, which I did at one point, and I bought like 3 pairs. But I mean, usually a standard pair of them is 100 quid plus.
It's mental, isn't it? Yeah, I've got 2 pairs of Adizero Electric 2. I got 1 and 2. They're like 70. I got some on a mega sale for like 40-ish. And then my Alpha Menaces were like 70 as well. But so if anyone's listening, he needs some mountain biking gear sponsor, and I need gloves for catching and cleats. We'll be set for life.
But yes, and any sports. I mean, you look at baseball, you look at basketball, all sports. If you're buying the proper gear, it's always expensive.
Yeah, I want more. I want to get some. Oh, I've seen so many. Oh, mate, we're getting well off topic. I've seen some really sick receiver gloves that I want, but they're like 60 quid. You can only get them over in the States. I got to pay for shipping, pay for the import tax, and fuck. Anyway, a question for the viewers. Which of these new head coach hires do you trust the most? Stefanski in Atlanta, Saleh in Tennessee, or Hafley in Miami? I'm going to say Hafley in Miami, but I could be completely wrong. I think it's a totally different ball game going from DC to head coach. But you got Stefanski going to Atlanta. He was already a head coach. Saleh, DC, but he's already been a head coach, so he knows the game.
Yeah, I think the Atlanta one's really interesting, though, because they were getting hot towards the end of the season.
Yeah. Could they be on a hot streak coming into next season?
Wins. So I think that's an interesting one to keep an eye on, that's for sure.
Definitely.
I'm not sure about Saleh in Tennessee. I think that'll go one way or the other. I don't think it'll be... Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think he's going to be... a full turnaround like the Jags and the Patriots, but I think it's either going to be a 8 or 9 win or another 3-win season.
Yeah, let's hope for the Titans they do. But anyway, you guys leave your thoughts in the comments. Tell us who you think is the best new head coach fit in that particular franchise. Do you have anything else, my friend?
No, but I wouldn't be surprised if by the time we put our next episode out, there's some more head coaches hired.
100%. I can guarantee that. So from both of us, thanks for tuning in to Exleys on the NFL. Follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast, on TikTok at TonyExley12. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And we're also on YouTube, and we will see you next week. Bye!
That's all from us. See you next week on Exleys on the NFL, and thanks for watching.
1, 2,